Hello, welcome to the Najumi Prospect Management Tool tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to show you how to send your prospects the closing cost calculator for a self-service quotation. We'll also show you how you can track your prospect's journey to retaining your firm, as well as automating correspondence for follow-up. Then, in part 2, we'll walk through how to set up custom formulas and legal fees, set up your email settings for automated custom emails, setup of custom theme settings, allowing you to brand the tool to match your firm branding, as well as setup of custom promo codes. Let's get started. First, we'll log into the platform. Let's say we have just received a call from a prospect who is looking for a quote on a purchase closing of a property. All we have to do is simply click on the Send Quotation button on the main screen. Next, we'll be asked to select the matter type that the prospect has indicated to you. From here, we can enter an email address or phone number for which the closing cost calculator form will be sent to. For this demo, we're going to send an email with the closing cost calculator to our prospect. Enter the prospect's email and then click on Send Quotation. Once sent, a new matter will automatically be set up in a pending state. The pending status will allow us to track the prospect's journey and send follow-up communications. Our matter display will be updated as the prospect provides additional information through the closing cost calculator. Now let's go take a look at the prospect's point of view when completing the closing cost calculator. Your prospect will now receive an email or a text message depending on which contact information they provided. When they click into the email, they'll be able to open the closing cost calculator form to start preparing their self-service quote. It's important to note that the subject line, body of the email along with the logo is customizable to meet the preferences of your firm. Once the prospect opens the closing cost calculator link, they'll start providing information about the price and deposit. Then they'll answer a few questions about their mortgage. Now they'll provide some additional information about themselves. And now, some information about the property. Finally, they'll confirm their email address, enter a discount code if they have one, and then click Next to receive their quote. Important to note that the quote is based on custom formulas that you will set up to ensure accuracy and consistency across your firm. You can also choose from a variety of preset formulas. A summary of the quote will be prepared, which the prospect is able to view right away. The summary will provide all the closing costs, including your firm's legal fees. They will also be emailed a detailed quotation. The detailed quotation will show all the closing costs, including your firm's legal fees. It will also display if a discount code was applied, a Retain Us button, additional fees that you choose to include, and a disclaimer. The subject line, body, and logo in this email can be customized as well. Once they are ready to retain you, they click on the Retain Us button. They'll now be able to review the summary of their quote, recalculate the fees, or move on to next steps to hiring your firm. The prospect will now start providing additional information. They will provide their first and last name, closing date, and the address of the property. Next, the prospect can click on the Hire Us Now button, and they'll be brought to a thank you screen, and a confirmation of retaining your firm will also be sent to their email. The email will include the most recent quote that was generated. It's important to note that through all of these steps, your firm is being kept updated through a series of emails. Tracking within the platform also lets you know what stage of the quoting process they are at and alerts you once retained. Back in the platform, you'll notice that the matter has moved from a pending state to an open state and can generate a retainer agreement for client signature. For matters that are still in a pending state, we can follow up with a prospect. Simply go to your Communications tab within the matter and select Add New Communication. First, we will select our recipient and then select the type of communication. I'm going to select Closing Cost Calculator Follow-up. The recipient's email address will automatically populate and our communication will start to generate. We're able to add recipients, change the subject line and body of our email if required. Once the communication is generated, we can review, adjust, and when ready, click on Send Communication. The communication has now been sent and will be logged in our Communications pane. This concludes part 1 of the tutorial. In part 2, we'll take you through the setup of the Prospect Management tool.